Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we are putting chisel plow points on the chisel plow. We got these new ones. Took a while for them to come in this year. Usually we get them in pretty quick, but we had quite a wait on a few parts. We're still waiting on some other stuff for some other equipment, but that's beside the point right now. So we are going to get these on. It's simple. There's 4 holes in these ones because they're a flip over. You can flip them over once one side gets wore out. And we have 2. These are 1/2 inch bolts by 2.5 inch, and you put them in the bottom 2 holes, and you line them up with the holes on the shank. They come through. You can see them stick through the back here, and then we put 2 nuts on the back, which these nuts, you don't put lock washers on. They have grooves that latch into the shank to keep it from loosening up. And we get them on and just snug them up. And now we just snug up these nuts. The bottom one's a little hard to get to compared to the top one. There we go, and we got, I already did one because I wasn't thinking about making a video at that point, but we got one from the old plow, 2, 1, 2. We have 6 more to go on this one. We have 9 on the other one. The other one just is getting the points flipped over because we try to keep it to where we only buy 1 set of plow points per year. So this year this plow is getting new ones, that one's getting them flipped, and next year it'll be vice versa. If we run a chisel plow, we still don't know if we're going to be doing that next year. But anyway, enjoy this time lapse of me doing the rest of them. Alright, so here is a old chisel plow shank and a new one side by side. And there is a huge difference in lengthwise. If we center this one up, this is actually the wrong throw. We need the other one. Just a sec. I accidentally bought an extra of each one, so we got 2 to sit on the shelf. But if we center these, you can see that at least on, I can get it there. On this side, we have lost about 1 inch of metal off of this old one, and on this side about the same. So the length is considerably shorter on this. But we got these points on, all of them. They're all set and ready to go. We do have to fix a tire on this. It went flat after we pulled it over here, so we must have ran over something. This chisel plow over here needs the points put on, and silly me, I did not buy enough bolts for both of them. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought 18 bolts did 2 plows. It doesn't. There's 2 per point, so I need 36. So I need to go and get 18 more bolts. Not sure if that's going to be today's or tomorrow's or Monday's project, but yeah, so we need to get more on here points wise, and then this one will be completely ready to go. That one will just need the tire fixed, which I think I'm going to work on next. I will give you guys an update on equipment wise. So obviously this one needs a tire changed or fixed. That one needs points, and then the disc needs all new bearings, new shaft in the back, and there might be another shaft that needs work. So a lot of money going into the disc this year. Needs I fixed the tire already. It's in the shop. It's just gotta be put back on. Field cultivator, already had it up in front of the shop. I put 7 new shanks on it. I found a cylinder stop for it so that it can stay up now. We had this cross member break off while we were fitting wheat, so we put reinforcements in and I welded it all up. And same with this one was broke, and so we welded that all up with a reinforcement. And then on the opposite side, the middle one on this side was cracked and about to break, so we went ahead, ground the weld off, put reinforcement, and then welded it all back up. And also the hitch clevis, I'm going to try and flip it over because this side is wearing out to the tip and the bottom is still fairly decent. So I'm going to try and flip it over and we're going to use it upside down this year. This is ready to go, it just needs to be greased. This is ready to go. I don't think there's any grease certs on that. There might be a flat tire on either of these two when we pull it up. That's what happened last year. They were all good and then we pull it up to the shop and they go flat. Rotary hoe, I don't think we plan on using it. We're about halfway done welding these spoons on, so that might come in for another summer project, but I don't think we're going to be using a rotary hoe in the organic rotation this year. We have this tractor from a farm down the road. We are using it, and then we will be pushing silage for that farm with it later in the summer. This just needs hydraulic filters, and that wheel was loose, so we need to loosen that or tighten that wheel up. We have the 8430 here in the shop. We put a head gasket in and got the head redone, and this needs hydraulic filters as well. It's already had new oil filters and oil and fuel filters put on it, but we're waiting on hydraulic filters to be in stock, and then we'll be putting them on this. And yeah, we had to get the valves adjusted because the valves were out of adjustment and it was causing the tractor to just fall on its face power wise. So we got that done. This tractor runs like a top now, and hopefully she stays that way all through this year. And then we have the 6-row planter, which we're not going to touch this year, so we're not going to be using that. If we do fix anything, it's going to be so we can sell it. This, we have some stuff coming for it. We're going to be putting no-till coulters on the front of the row units. Dad likes to put them on just so that you don't get rocks coming up in here. It's a big wavy disc coulter, and so it just pushes the rocks out of the way of the row unit. You don't get them stuck in the seed discs or nothing. That's a really good thing we use them for. And then we're going to be taking all of these off because we're not going to be putting fertilizer up here. We're only going to be putting fertilizer in the furrow. So all of these fertilizer coulters are coming off because these are brand new and we do not want to wear them out, and that would just be a waste of money. And we also have the meters. The meters are still not back yet. They will be coming back probably with the parts we ordered for this. We have a really special system coming for this that I can't wait to show you guys, but I'm not going to tell you about it till it's here. Then we have the John Deere 750 drill. This, I don't exactly know what's wrong with this. We haven't even looked at this yet because we are really planning on doing most of the beans with that. I don't know if this is even going to come out of the shed, honestly. Usually it's closing wheel bearings that need to be done on this, and some depth gauge wheel bearings, as well as the seed discs may be worn out. But other than that, I think this thing's ready to go. And Tedder, I think, is ready to go for hay, along with the baler and the mower. Nothing really needs to be done with that stuff. And then we have our Lely tine weeder, which we really did not get to properly use last year. We had half of it, and we kind of ran half of it over most of the fields. It didn't really do anything because we were too late. So this year we are really going to be able to use this to its full potential and hopefully get all the weeds out of the way. This is going to be mainly what replaces the rotary hoe. We had to build some of our own depth gauge wheels on it as well, so this thing should be ready to rock and roll. We have our chemical wick, never used it, and hopefully we don't have to use it. This is a last resort for organic because we'll go through if the weeds get taller than the actual crop itself, and it'll kill everything that the ropes touch. This is a new addition to the farm. This is a 12-row H&S cultivator, not a field cultivator, just a regular cultivator. So this is what's going to be replacing our 6-row, and this thing is a monster. It is massive, and it's going to be really fun running this. Sad thing is if you make a mistake using this thing, you wipe out 12 rows of corn instead of just 6 rows of corn with the other one. So yeah, you really got to pay attention to what you're doing. there is a surprise coming with the corn planter, maybe. We're still working on that, getting auto steer. And if we have auto steer, we can run auto steer with this as well, and really, really up the game on planting and cultivating. So yeah, this thing is really, it's missing a few Danish tines, which we'll have to put on. And then the depth gauge wheels, I really like these with the tread on them. And yeah, they're really nice. So hopefully we can get this up and going. This folds up, just to let you guys know it doesn't go down the road that wide. So yeah, that's almost ready to go. And I think with that, that is all the equipment updates. Oh, the 4960 is coming in. We're adjusting the valves, getting the injectors sent in to look at, because that tractor has been running a little iffy the last couple years. It just it has a mist to it every now and then, so we're getting that checked out. 4440 is coming in, getting a head gasket, and gonna get the head sent in to be looked at, and then we're probably trying to be putting a 4630 intercooler on it, which I'll explain that more when we get to it. And then I believe that's all the tractor. So that is it for the equipment update. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.